I love doing children's theater that the entire family can enjoy.
Here at the Arden, especially the children's theater, they focus on the storytelling.
They put as much energy into the design and the direction and the acting as they would into an adult show.
And I could see underneath their seats, and none of their feet were touching the ground. And it was the first time I had done a show where I would look under and see a bunch of feet dangling. And
the kids are going for the ride each and every step of the way, and they're loving every part of it, and they're very vocal and very responsive.
If there's any kind of non-truth going on that stage, the kids are the first ones to sort of identify it and not buy it, you know.
And they love it completely, and that's incredibly rewarding.
It's a magical moment, I think, for kids to see someone make eye contact with them, or to break the fourth wall and ask for audience participation, or react when they start cheering or booing.
It's just great connecting with people of all ages.
After every show, you have a talk back in the theater where the kids can ask any question they have about the show. And after that, we go out into the lobby and we meet them, where we can talk further with them, and that's pretty awesome. Sometimes they just stand there and stare, sometimes they come up and hug you, sometimes they have very in-depth intellectual questions about the show.
how do you shoot arrows so well?
I said, I was the pig, and he said, no you weren't. And I got down on all fours and oinked, and then he recognized me.
And we're completely transparent. We give away all of our secrets, which I think is really neat for the kids, because then they feel like they're in on the secret.
And you don't get that access to live actors anywhere else. And it's magical. It's just magical.
Well, Cinderella, in my opinion, is a really cool story because this is a character who goes through a lot of hardship and it finally pays off. And, I mean, with the help of a little bit of magic, of course.
Whatever your circumstances are, if they're bad, there's hope. There's a way out of it. And that you can make friends anywhere, you know.
Making the decision to maybe put someone else first, which I think is a really valuable lesson for not just kids, but for everybody.
Mozart as a character in Mozart music, so it sounds like it's going to be far different than the Disney version.
It's the familiar story, but it's definitely with a twist, and you see the characters in a very different light.
Despite everything that she's living through, the harsh circumstances, she rises above it, and so it's a beautiful, beautiful fairy tale.
It's going to be extremely exciting, fun, surprising, new.
The very first play I was in was Pinocchio, when I was in 3rd grade.
Pinocchio in particular, I remember loving as a child.
Pinocchio is possibly the cutest, scariest, most fun.
Pinocchio is awesome because it's a really fun way of teaching the lessons of telling the truth and, you know, finding who you really are within what you do, just because you don't look a certain way or because you are made a certain way.
I think it's really neat in Pinocchio that his nose grows. It's kind of magical.
It is dark, but it's also super fun.
And Pinocchio does what all of us do, you know, like he makes big mistakes, he gets in trouble for them, and then gets to be redeemed, hopefully. So
I think it's going to be exciting to watch actors sort of reinvent these characters that you feel like you know.
Thank you. We'll hope to see you next season
Here at the Arden.
At the Arden Children's Theater.
Cinderella and Pinocchio.
See Cinderella and Pinocchio.
It's going to be a blast.